this video. I made a video earlier, and I'm making another video right now. That's the power of doubling down. Can you make another video after you've already made the video? Can you go back to the gym after you've already hit the gym? Can you get better at the skill after you've already developed the skill? Can you double down? The ability, the power, the whole strategy of doubling down. That's what we're talking about in this video. So let me get all set up. We're not gonna be right here, by the way. We're just gonna set up. So we're gonna do this. Sometimes in life, you gotta double down, bro. When you don't know what to do, a good solution is always just double down, bro. Just double down. Just double down. Sometimes, you just gotta double down. All right. We getting all set up. Yo, we talking about doubling down. Power of doubling down, gang. I already made a video today. This is my second time hopping on content developing activities because the power in doubling down is crazy. Like, imagine you're trying to figure out, what should I do with my life? Should I go this direction? Should I do this thing? Should I continue on this path? Should I go this path? And you're wondering, what the fuck should I do? My answer to you is you should probably double down on what you already been doing. A lot of times we want to switch. A lot of times we want to go try this out. A lot of times we want to switch lanes. We want to go, you run the track and you in the first lane. Now you in the third, second lane. Now you switching lanes and you doing all these lane switches. You can't do that. You're going to get disqualified from the race. But if you double down on what you already been doing, now you could actually run your lane better than the next person because they worried about what you got going on in your lane. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Like, somebody comment. What you done gave up on? What you done gave up on? Usually the double down comes because you done gave up on something you thought it was not beneficial. You gave up on it. And now you're like trying to figure out something else to do. Well, maybe you should go back to the thing that you gave up on. What did you give up on? Was it a sport? Was it a certain business? Was it a certain relationship? Was it a certain strategy to, design your life? What up, cock of shit? You're a cock of shit. Hey, man, what we working on today? Chest and arms? Brother, we hit, what did we hit today? This is Monday, International Chest Day for sure. We got little shoulders in there. So, yeah, we did our thing. And we're doubling down in the gym. We're doubling down in the gym. Can you send me a kiss? No. But we're doubling down in the gym. You feel me? You feel me? Because, like, if we're not doubling down in the gym, as a man in today's generation, 2024, you're cooked. You're cooked. Hell yeah. I lost my left testicle last week. Life is good because I have coffee, anemas, and good YouTube creators like you. That's what's up. Condolences. You know, testicles are definitely important for a lot of activities, but I feel like you trolling. We ain't gonna give too much into it. But double down. Double down. Double down. Double down. I don't know what, how where do we want to go with this concept? Because it's such a revolutionary, like, concept. Like imagine me putting this out into the ether and what this could do for my life. I'm getting better at the skill, right? Getting better at communicating. Putting more inserts into my personal brand. Therefore, that's gonna grow. Maybe somebody gets impacted by this video. Maybe that person ends up being somebody who's works with me or, you know, becomes a client or something like that, right? So we never know what the inputs could do. However, we do know the inputs do something. And if the inputs is positive, we know that something that the inputs are gonna do is going to be positive. New here, what the channel about? The channel is about getting to the bag. Your best version of yourself. Getting to your dream lifestyle. Getting to the lifestyle that God has for you. And the key to that is to double down on shit that you already gave up on. That's really part of your soul. That's really part of who you are at your core. Really part of your core personality. But you done gave up on it. So now it's time to go back. It's time to go back to the lab. It's time to go lock in with self. It's time to look at what you gave up on. And it's time to double down. It's time to look at what you've been doing right now. I appreciate the subscription, Sam. It's time to look at what you're doing right now. Am I going to the gym right now? Okay, yeah, bet. Can I go more times per week? How can I put more exercises in my week? I'm already working 40 hours. Can I work 60? I'm already working 60 hours. Can I work 80? I'm already approaching 3 girls a week. Can I approach 10? I'm already going out twice a week. Can I go out 3? I'm already going to 2 networking events per month. Can I go to 3? I'm already going to 1 networking event per month. Can I go to 2? We got 10 people viewing. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. These are the questions that we have to ask. I'm already working on my new language. I'm already working on Spanish. I'm always working on this. Bang, bang, bang. Woo, woo, whoop-de whoop, right? But can I double down on the Spanish? Can I take an extra hour on the Spanish? Can I add an extra hour per week on the Spanish? Can I take it away from something else? Because that's the problem. The only reason why we don't double down is because we doing other shit. We doing other shit. That's why we don't double down. What is the other shit we doing? We worried about other niggas. That's I mean, that's number one. We worry about football. We worry about rappers. We worry about bullshit. We worry about who having sex with who. We worry about what's going on in the shade room. We worry. We worry. We for sure interested. We for sure got our attention. I live in a world just like y'all. Y'all on social media right now. Hopefully this is something positive, but a lot of the media we see is not positive. A lot of media is going to tell you not to double down. A lot of the media is going to tell you that you don't got to figure it out, King, that you still got to go discover yourself and you got to go find something else to do. But like the true masters, the true builders, true workers, true people that actually have impact in the world, they was the ones that just doubled down. They was the ones that just been doing the same shit since they was 12 years old. Tiger Woods been the cold golfer since 2, nigga. 2. Bro was on the morning show at 2, hitting golf. Like, bro, like, you feel me? God bless you, Joey. What up, Neff? Okay, Corn Pop. Word. Got you, homie. Get yourself together in life because this is the only one we have. We got to take the time is of the essence. It's certain goals that we all want to reach as men. Maybe we may even be women watching this, right? Stoner. You know, we smoke a little bit, but that's probably not the best habit either. That's probably taking a lot of my time too. Maybe I'm coping with that. It's not a maybe I'm coping with that. I'm for sure coping with that. But that's the thing. I'm making the decision right now to double down. Double down on myself. Double down on my dreams. Double down on the things I want. Because we all want to make more money. We all want to look better. We all want to attract better relationships. We all want to go to more trips. We all want to have more stuff in our bank account. We all want to have more freedom. We all want to wake up and say, this is what I want to do with my time, so I'm going to do it with my time. But the way to get that, since everybody wants it, is you got to be different. You got to separate yourself. You got to become more valuable. You got to become more rare. You got to put yourself through more pressure. Part of the pressure is doubling down. Part of the pressure is not giving up when the shit get hard. Part of the pressure is not switching up the routine when the routine don't feel like it's working. Because that's the thing, double down, the benefits of doubling down ain't going to come immediately. It's going to come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. It's not going to come just next week. You're going to double down this week on whatever that you've been doing, and you're going to expect the result next week. But it's not going to be next week. It's going to be 6 months from now when you see the results of the doubling down. But you definitely going to see the results. You definitely going to see the results. The more you double down, the more inputs you put, you definitely going to see the results. How to get rich quick. You don't ask the question, how to get rich quick. Rule number 1, nigga. Learn something. Like, come on, bro. You be hooping at LA? I be at LA. What's good, gang? You be at LA too? What's good? That's kind of fed. How you know me? But how to get rich quick? You know, don't ask how to get rich quick. You feel me? It's not possible. It's not possible to get rich quick. You feel me? I mean, it's possible, but like, you're probably not gonna keep it. Like, you could hit the lotto, but even niggas that get rich overnight, it's a process. They say, I was on a call today with one of the sales teams that I'm coaching. Are you in a guidance call or so? I'm at the crib. I was on a call with my sales team that I coach, and we were talking about various different concepts along to this of the founder of the company, of the sales team I'm coaching. He went to an event over the weekend, and the event was with 8-figure, 9-figure entrepreneurs in the real estate business. And they talked about success and success principles. And they talked about how success is not linear. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to gradually keep rising to success, how most people think it's going to be. But success is more exponential. It's like, I've been grinding in the dark. I've been grinding in the silence for so long, for 10 years, nigga. And then, boom, you just shoot. You just shoot up. So how can we speed up that process? How can we make it happen fast? How can we be a little bit more efficient to it? And the way to do that is to double down on the shit that's working. Let me know if somebody's still here, man. We're not going to just talk if niggas not, you feel me? Hey, but Adrian, you still in here? Again, kind of fed. Double down, strengthen one's commitment to a particular strategy or course of action, typically one that is potentially risky. I like Truth 007. You feel me? Real niggas in the building. Appreciate you. Double down, strengthen one's commitment to a particular strategy or course of action, typically one that is potentially risky. It's strengthening one's commitment. That's so hard. That is crazy. That is crazy. Say what's up next time, gang. I mean, appreciate you for tapping in. Yeah, say what's up. Yeah, that is crazy. Small world. We supposed to connect. We got to connect on some business or something. But yeah, doubling down, strengthening one's commitment to a particular strategy, of course, of action. It's about the commitment. It's about the commitment. It's about the commitment. That's such a, I'm glad you put that, Truth 007. That's the definition of doubling down. It's to strengthen one's commitment. How can you strengthen your commitment to your goals? Because again, we all want the same things. Who's more committed is the question. We all want a little clout. We all want a little status. Status we know is valuable in the marketplace. If it's valuable in the marketplace, we're going to get rewarded through the things that we want materialistically. We're going to get rewarded with the money. We're going to get rewarded with the trips. We're going to get rewarded with the freedom. We're going to get rewarded with, you know, being able to help our families. Right? The physique, the communication skills, you know, the style, the looks maxing, the washing your face, the getting haircuts. It all matters. It all matters. I think sometimes we start thinking it don't matter. It don't matter if I just don't double down. I could just keep going through the routines at the gym, right? I could just keep going through the routines at work. I could just keep going through the routines of my day-to-day. I don't got to level up how I look. I don't got to level up anything. I don't gotta double down my commitment. I could keep my commitment level the same. But the thing is, brother, if you keep your commitment level the same, you have to expect the same results. If we want different results, this is probably where the video gets good. This is probably where the video gets good. If we want different results, we have to double down the commitment. We got to do something different, right? And we might be cool with the results now. Like, I'm cool with the gains. I'm cool with them. They cool. They all right. They like, okay, bet. We did a little something. But now I need the double down. I'm cool with them. Right? Like, you could be cool with the results. But at some point in life, you got to want the double down. You got to want the next level. You got to want to see what that gets you. Because if you anything like me, you perspicacious. You observant. You aware of what's going on. You aware of who getting results and who not. And me personally, I'm the type of guy that hates losing. I don't like to lose. A meaningless, just regular game. But in the grand scheme of life. And I feel like we lose when we're ignorant. We lose when we don't know things. We lose when we don't have knowledge. We lose when we don't have understanding. We lose when we don't have wisdom. And part of the biggest wisdom is we spend major time on minor things. This is word to Jim Rohn. We spend major time on minor things. But what if we spent major time on major things? What if we spent the majority of our time on major things? What's major things? Your health, your wealth, your relationships. What can I do every day to double down on those? How can I make them more efficient? How can I put people around me to help me be successful in those areas? What resources can I tap into? What networks? What masterminds? What things can I do to double down on the shit that matter? Because all that matters. And it definitely matters in the grand scheme of things when you're looking back, when you're 70, 80 years old and you're looking back at your life and the results that you got out of your life. And you have to question whether or not you're satisfied with the results that you got from the work that you put in, from the commitment level that you have, which we're talking about right now. Doubling down the commitment level. It's about doubling down on your goals. And the importance of doubling down on your goals. Because if you don't double down on your goals, you get the same thing that you have right now. That's it. Dedicated, committed, focused, strength, and resolve. All important. WORK. Go. Talk to him, truth. Dedicated, committed, focused, strength, and resolve. All important. Dedicated. Let's talk about it. Dedicated. Can I stay dedicated? Can I wake up and dedicate myself to a mission? Can I make something my duty? We lose duty in the modern world. We replace it with passion. Passion is feminine. Passion is fleeting. Passion is chaos. Passion is like here today, gone tomorrow. Passion is motivation. Duty is discipline. Duty is dedication. Duty is commitment. Duty is fucking purpose. Like, we need duty in the modern world rather than passion, rather than, whatever feels right at the moment, whatever feels like I should be doing. Like, what's your duty, nigga? Like, for me, at least, like, my duty is to have a successful family, like, build a successful family. So I have to be a successful man. I have to be able to lead that family. I have to be a good father. I have to be a good husband. I have to be a good leader. In order to be a good leader, I have to be a good servant. I have to be a good student. I have to be submitted to God's will. Well, that is right. But the real goal is believing and asking Jesus in your heart and loving him and asking for forgiveness and letting him guide your life with his plan by walking to the Spirit. But it's your choice. That's a fact. And I'm glad you brought that up, because that's the biggest thing we got to double down on. We got to double down on our faith. When we double down on our faith, it's natural that you double down on the things, on the self-improvement things. I'm glad you brought this up, because this is the theme that that's going with the channel, right? You're doubling down on your faith, and through doubling down on your faith of who God called you to be, you feel more duty to do the right shit, which is why it's called duty. Do the right shit, duty. I don't know where that came from, but it's the real life call of duty. Like, brothers, frontline soldiers, to the field. Hit the fields, nigga, to the front. All the front line, warriors, strength, warrior core. And I feel like this is what we talking about the kingdom now. Since we talking about the kingdom, this is what the kingdom need. The kingdom need warriors. The kingdom need people that's committed to their duties as a kingdom citizen, embodying that identity, right? Because when we lose that identity, we're lost. We're lost sheep in the world trying to, play little kid games. We just, we still going after toys. We not 2 years old no more. I don't need the toys. Niggas is just living their life for toys. There's no meaning. There's no purpose. There's no soul involved. You had a soul, but you lost it. You built up your ego so much because you don't want to let nobody in. And you don't want to really open up to who you truly are out of fear. Sounds like pussy to me. Now, I'm not trying to be too vulgar, but sometimes we need the vulgar to uplift. The Bible says everything should be used for education. All words should be used for edification. I'm trying to edify. It's all used for edification because sometimes we need, we need some we need a gut punch. We need a gut punch to just say, like, what's going on, nigga? What you doing in life? What you doing in life? Is it all for toys? Is it all for toys? Sometimes you gotta hit a nigga with a gut punch. Is it all for toys, nigga? Is it all for toys? We not gonna double down if it's all for toys. That's first of all. We not gonna double down if it's all for toys. We gonna do the bare minimum to get the toys. We gonna do the bare minimum. We gonna set the standard to get what we think we want. When we really want something greater. When we really want a certain version of ourselves. We want the more disciplined version of ourselves. We want the more righteous version of ourselves. We want the more faith-having version of ourselves. We want the less fearful version of ourselves. We want the more powerful version of ourselves. We want the stronger version of ourselves. We don't want the weaker version of ourselves. But sometimes the world's going to put these worldly toys out there that disguises itself as success and masculinity and freedom and all these concepts that we're talking about. But really, it's more pleasure seeking and it's more, materialistic chasing of bullshit. Just in a different form. The devil's cunning, at different levels of life, he shows up in different forms. At one level, that might have been just all the hoes at the club. Now at the next level, that might be you in a relationship and now you got temptation of girls coming out the woodworks. Maybe it's a higher quality of women. You never know what the devil got up his sleeve, especially if you're not close to God. If you're close to God, you got discernment. You got the Holy Spirit. You know how to navigate. You in your lane. You doing the right shit. It's going to be easy. It's not going to be no trying matter. But when we try to go force into the world, I got to force this to happen. I got to make this happen. I got to make this happen. That's forcing. That's not natural. That's not flow. That's not God. That's not order. That's tyrannical. That's like nasty. That's like a perverted idea to force some shit into life. But we force shit when we lose God. That's the whole point. I'm glad bro brought it up. It's so important. When we lose God, we start forcing shit. It starts feeling unnatural. That's probably why bro brought it up. Because he was like, it's gonna feel unnatural. This don't really feel like according to the will, right? So we definitely need to be in according to the will, because when we in according to the will, when we connected to the will of God, the work becomes easy. The work becomes natural. The work flows from the heart. The work flows from the soul. It just rises to the top. And then you start to do that. You start to be that person wherever you go. It's not about what you're doing. It's about who you're being when you're doing what you're doing. And are you being the pleasure-seeking, passion-seeking, chaos-seeking, feminine version of yourself? Or are you being the masculine man, duty-minded, purpose-minded, kingdom citizen that you are? Nigga, king shit. Who are you being? Who are you being? And we gonna slip, but this is why we need a 20-minute huddle like this. This is why we need a 30-minute huddle like this. This is why we need a double down every once in a while. This is why we need a 2 a day every once in a while. This is why we need to spend an extra hour on the book that we usually do 30 minutes of every day. We might need to spend that extra 30 minutes today on the book just to get a little bit more wisdom, just to get a little bit more angles, just to get a little bit better strategy of navigating this thing we call life. We may need to sharpen that axe a little bit. I may need to double down on my calls. I'm not about to hit quota for the week. I'm not about to hit quota for the month. Let me double down on making 20 more calls today. I'm not close enough to my goals. I'm not getting there faster. I want to have success faster. Let me double down on this. So I think the live came full circle. 25-minute quick little huddle. If y'all want to comment some more, we can chop it up some more. But I mean, I think we talked about everything we need to talk about. I mean, I appreciate Solo Drill for coming in here and getting us aligned with the real goal, which is submitting to God's will. It's ultimately the real goal is to submit to God's will. And as we submit to God's will, I think it becomes a more natural process for us to double down on the shit that matters. And when we double down on the shit that matters, we can definitely expect better results. We can definitely expect that. Because it's all inputs and outputs. It's all inputs and outputs. What you put in, you're going to get out. That's what self-improvement is not going to tell you. That's what the media is not going to tell you. That's what society is not going to tell you. They're going to say, oh, it's not what you get in and what you put out. You could go manifest. You could go attract it. It's just going to fall in your lap. Go visualize. Go affirmation. It's just going to fall in your lap. Yes, can those things help? Maybe. But you still got to do the work. And what's all that stuff trying to do? It's trying to just get you to have faith anyway. So why not just go straight to the source and have faith in God, nigga? All it's trying to do, all the manifestation content is trying to do is get you to have faith. To sum it up, I've listened to thousands of hours of self-improvement and manifestation content. Act as if you already have achieved whatever you want to achieve, aka have faith. Except the Bible talks about praying for it with thanksgiving, praying as if it's already happened. So you pray to God as if it's already happened, and He gives it to you when you're living according to His will, when the words of Jesus are flowing through you. But when we give into the temptation of the world to chase after materialistic things, now we don't know where that desire is coming from, especially if we're not submitting all our desires to God's will. So my phone's at 1%. We're going to end it here. Let's, this week, double down on what matters. Let's focus on God's will, what He wants for our life, His purpose. And let's attack life with a sense of duty, with a sense of mission, with a sense of purpose, with a sense of this is why I'm put on the planet to carry out this work for the Lord, including in the gym. When you go build your families, building your kingdoms, stacking your money, doing all the right things. Let's just keep that top of mind. Hope y'all have a great week. Catch y'all next one. Eat.